அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். Today I'm going to talk about selfish gene, the book written by Richard Dawkins. This is the second review on this part of the book. The title, second title, and we coined as copy, even though the title is given different manner in that book. We coined this as a copy. He quoted it as replicators, so the same, almost a similar meaning. Before that, I give introductions on this book. Self gene. What is self gene? All living things in the world are consist upon self gene only, whether plants, animals, or any human beings, who it may be, is formed as self gene. The self gene, in the sense, we can quote secured energy level force. That with the security, it's getting energy level force. That force, what we can say, firm operations, regulative, cumulative energy. Firm operations, regulative, cumulative energy. If you coin this self force, definitely we get a gene based on gathering energy, natural existence. If you coin all these words, what I say on this and this acrostic word pattern, we can understand the meaning of the word itself along with the operations, how it exists in the word. The self gene secured energy level force, what we call, it's really a secure level. Whatever the living things are existing in this world, it's only secured level, energy level force. This we must understand. The secured energy level force, the force how we get the firm operations, regulative, cumulative energy. Firm operations, regulative, cumulative energy. You know, the Big Bang theory, and after that, how the human exists in this world. All these forms are based upon the atoms. How can the atoms arrange? Arranged trend of molecules. Arranged trend of molecules. You just see all the quoted word, what I quote on this atom, arranged trend of molecules. This every molecules consist of that gene. So all the biologists may know all this concept. Just I coin only the word, how this word is happen to occur on the same letters what is consist. The gene we can say, how we can say, gene gathering energy, natural existence. These are the energy we obtain from the chemical factors. The chemical factors, that all the gas and other forms of energy, how we obtain this oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, all these things are closely we just found the thing, and after that we name the thing on it. And what are the chemicals found in this field in the universe? The universe, how the universe is made up of. All these things are consistent with a systematic manner with the secured energy level force, gathering energy, natural existence. Gathering energy, natural existence, the gene formation. For human, it's more applicable to the human. That's what he is quoted in the book, The Selfish Gene. It's really a wonderful book. I'm going to review this in the second part. This second part, what selfish gene I quote, based on that chapter replicators, it's fit versus survive. The fit versus survive, the fit on the sense, we can say firm and trust. The fit versus survive, that evolution theory, Charles Darwin, survival of the fittest. The fit, the word fit, form interest. The form interest we can quote, favoring of regulating momentum. The form at that time it's the form on the basis of the existence. The form interest, the whatever the word we coin in English, that based on the word itself, the letters framed. So that whatever the letters are framed in it, so we can call form form interest. So with the word form, interest is applicable for fitness, fitness of the gene, fitness of the living things, or whatever trying to live in this world. So this with the trust means all this even non-living beings also having the so many things like rocks, galaxies, ocean waves are all greater or lesser extent of atoms. Now atoms already mentioned on this arranged trend of molecule systems. So whatever the molecule systems we have, that's based on this arranged trend of molecules. These are the non-living things based upon the force, how it gets the force, the self force on it. So we already called the force, form operations regulating cumulative energy. So based on the rocks and the galaxies, ocean waves, in the force, whatever the force is getting, it's all greater or lesser extent of the atoms with the materials is occupying this world, occupying the universe. So this is the basic concept for I try to quote on this fit. For the survive, the survive in the sense systematic understanding of regulated variances in visual existence, systematic understanding of survival in the sense, whatever that survives. Suppose a plant is living close by it, it's based on that regulated variance, whatever the regulated variance in the visual existence, it's getting its living things on its own account with the survival. Even for the plants and animals, also the same. Even the human beings also the same concept. It survive on its own account with the systematic understanding of regulated variations in visual existence. Whatever the variations occur for every plant or animal, whatever it consists of, it's having systematic variations on the existence. Which on this point we must understand. That is fit versus survival. Survival of the fittest. We can coin this word. This chapter, what replicators he insists on this. I'm going to explain on this. This mold copy. The human beings are based upon the mold copy. The mold copy in this, he explained the book replicators. But I'm trying to quote on this. I'm trying to explain on this membrane of ultimate level direction. This is the based upon the human gene cells formation. The cell formations already we discussed on so many occasions. This central energy, this linear level, central energy, linear level system. It's whatever the cell we have, then on the membrane is based upon this cells. So these are the things we must know the words how is coined. Central energy linear level system. So the cell based upon this, the copy of it get it from their parents' nucleus cells. So already we know this, but anyhow, we have to understand how the words is framed on the acrostic pattern. You see, if you analyze this word cell, central energy linear level system. Just to coin this word, immediately that cell formation and other related existence of the cell, you can easily understand with the words how it getting his definition of this. So before that, I'm going to get after this all this, I'm going to explain this mold. membrane of ultimate level direction. If you coin the words of Mould, membrane, membrane of ultimate level directions. How that cells is existing, how the cells is expanding, all this we must know. So this is based upon this operation of mold, mold level, mold level of various membrane of, and this how the membrane is formed. All this it's in the biological concept. Even though I try to explain on this, phospholipid forms stable bilayers with the hydrophobic tails buried in the interior of membrane. If you see the picture of a membrane, you can understand the concept behind this in the phospholipid formations. The phospholipid formations in the sense this lipid, we are testing with the lipid test and all this. With the the membrane is based upon this lipid and protein. So the lipid test, how the getting how it's getting that and all this, how it's getting derived from the protein. So these are the 50-50 concept for every cell's operations, every membrane's operations. The plasma membranes are approximately 50% lipid. So we can say the lipid in the sense line in protein intricate development integrate development. If you just coin the word line in protein integrate development, the lipid getting from the protein. So it's a line in the formations, protein is getting its integrated development of the cells, what it contains with the based upon the plasma membranes. You analyze the plasma membranes, you get all this with the 50%. Whereas in the protein, when we eat, we get the protein, no? That protein feed regulating operational and energy ingredients naturally. If you coin these words, P regulating operational and energy ingredients naturally. Just the membranes of our cells, all our human being cells, are based upon this lipid 15%, protein 15%. This we must know. Before how this is based upon the fluid what it contains. The membrane is based upon the extracellular fluid. So the cell already centrally getting energy linear level, centrally getting energy linear level for all human beings operations. Whatever it's small cell contain, this is just the extracellular fluid. It's based upon the ECF. So then ECF is extracellular. Then ICF intracellular fluid is also there. So we based upon this, it's moving on its expanding cell operations. A cell membrane is also known as the plasma membrane, which separates the cell industrial fluid, which is also called as tissue fluid. The extracellular fluid, already we know the ECF. This is consists of 97% of the extracellular in young adult are 70 kgs. That is 20% of the body weight, nearly to 14 liters. So the extracellular fluid is the living things existence. This we must know uh, as a living things we are. We must know say, this basic concept. We have to know in general. 90% of the extracellular fluid in young adult male consists of really 20% of the body part. It is 70 kg. The extracellular 97 is 70 kg of it. This 20 percentage of body weight. That is about 14 liters in our normal human beings. The interstitial fluid is the body between blood vessels and cells. This you can see this YouTube on how the extracellular fluid and intracellular fluid is operating. All this you can see it in the YouTube. This copy, in the mold copy, this mold copy, what is replicators is quoted on this book, capable of promising yani, this copy, whatever we get it from our inheritors, ever since our human living things exist in birth as a group members, as a living things in a place. This is all the copy of the same. mold copy. The copy here inherited from parents or ancestors. All this is mold copy only. The copy in the sense capable of promising yearning. It's grown on its accord as long as it gets its energy from the liquid and other surface. So we have to keep faith on this. Keep faith in the sense no essential existence properly with. This is the promise. We have to know the essential existence properly. So even though we have so many other beliefs, but we have to keep faith on ourselves, firm assertion in the holding. This is we must have. We must have the keep faith on it. Faith in the sense firm assertion in the holding. Must know. So with this I'm going to conclude trust us. You know that territorial reality unification, systematic trend on universal system. Trust us in the sense territorial reality unification, systematic trend. Trust. This is the trust we have to make. Ourselves unification, systematic trend. All the universe and the worlds are having unique operations with their own formation of that existence. Whatever is existence, it's forming on its own accord, on its own systematic trend. These are the systematic trends. What we say, what we know, these are the things very, very little. Even though the little is, but other things are very elaborative. They are all, it's every, all other things are forming its own accord with the systematic movement. But this we have to believe our universal system. This is trust us. We should trust us first. So we are living in a very, very 100 years or 100, more than 50 years. But we must know certain basic things as long as we live. With this, I conclude my speech. Today, there are so many impressions on it. Mm, Thank you for viewing this. I'm going to explain this self gene again in the next session. Thank you very much.